Good morning. This is Bill from Europa, Naples, and today I have the goddess of the dawn, the Volkswagen Eos. She's not really doing her bit because I tell you what, we have some miserable, rainy, threatening, foreboding weather. Over there it looks nice, but what's coming this way is just more of the torrential downpour, and I have the top down, so we're really playing with fire a little bit, but yeah, I think we'll be able to knock it out before the rain comes. I've already dried the car off twice, but now I've had this nice little bit of no rain, so let's go with it. Again, this is 2013 VW Eos, the continuation of Volkswagen coming up with, somewhat strange names for their vehicles. The Tiggen really takes the cake, that being the combination of a tiger and an iguana. If you can get those things to mate, you've done pretty well. But the Eos, it's kind of light on the scale. I could see that. The goddess of the dawn, a convertible. GM could have even done that. So I guess we give VW a little credit for not going goofy on the name again. Okay, you can see up front, this one is a Lux version, LUX. So it's got these LED daytime running lights. It's got the xenon option that you could get on the Lux package. Also an upgraded trip computer, if you're one of those kind of people. Very nice looking 18-inch wheels. It's finished in a nice conservative metallic silver color. Black leather inside, again leather part of the Lux thing. And some good equipment all around. Now, it's not what I would call a breathtaking car. In fact, if that's going to be the one criticism I have of the Eos, because it's certainly not going to be the drivetrain or the way it handles. Is that trunk open? That doesn't sound right. There we go. Now it's proper. Anyway, if that's going to be my one criticism, I'd say that's it. The styling is not... look at this. Flies again. Flies. It's crisp, it's nice, it's proper, but, it's not swoopy and curvy like a Mustang or a Camaro. It's reminiscent of a Golf. It's sort of stout, it's sort of short, and, while being handsome, it definitely isn't something you dream about while you're sitting at your desk. Maybe you do. But I wouldn't. But it is a nice, good, handsome car, and that is truly the most important thing. Certainly when you add in the fantastic engineering this thing has, and the coolest folding hardtop in the business. So, first of all, let's look inside the trunk, which I've just closed, by the way. With the top down, you can see that you still have pretty good access to your cargo. This is the original bag for the windscreen that's in there. This big partition thing, when the top is up, you can lift that forward and get pretty damn good trunk size. You'll be able to get golf clubs in there, all kinds of stuff with the top up. And even with the top down, you'll be able to get enough in there for a nice weekend for two in some country getaway. And that's all you really need. Or in a day's shopping, whatever, something like that. Nice little deck lid spoiler there. Also, I love the rope-style LED taillights. They're kind of pretty. 2012 saw a refresh of the Eos, where it became, better equipped, better looking, and frankly, more expensive. So, it was good all around, other than the more expensive part, maybe. There was a time when the Eos was the most inexpensive folding hardtop in the business. But, that said, it's got some pretty, stiff competition for stable mates with, Ferraris and Mercedes and, maybe the SLK. Anyway, whatever. It was a pretty cheap folding hardtop, even if it is kind of expensive. You can see it's got the backup sensors. Again, sorry for rambling this morning. Again, lack of sleep, too much coffee. God, do I need another vacation. Go back to that cruise again, see if they have any availability. So I'll try to tone it down, become a man of few words, and just go through the basics. All right, in here, Volkswagen's famous 2-liter turbo engine. It's a fantastic engine, puts out about 200 horsepower. What makes this engine even better is it goes through the 6-speed Dsg dual clutch transmission, which is a fantastic transmission. So you get pep, you get power, you get fuel mileage. You really get it all with this car. It has, very good 6-cylinder power with a very fuel-efficient 4-cylinder. And it's sort of a have your cake and eat it too situation. Truly a fantastic driveline in this car. All right, let's have a look inside. Now you can see I've got the optional Well, probably came standard, but it's never with the car anymore. The windscreen is deployed back here, so it's kind of in the fold down position. You flip this guy up. Now when you're going down the road, that's going to help keep your conversation doable with the top down. Of course, this can be folded, removed, stored in the trunk. You can also use it just to shade, any cargo. You have a birthday cake from, ice cream cake. You can put it on the back and shade it from the sun a little bit. You got some cup holders back there. You got some lovely proper bunched leather and just everything real nice in the back. They also give you these nifty buttons on the side. So if you're in the back seat and you're a mischievous sort of rat, you can put the driver forward into the steering wheel, torture him a little bit. I believe we have dual power seats in the Lux. We definitely have one on that side. Let me go over and see if it's on the other. It is very nice. So we have dual power seats and of course real leather, which is part of the very nice upgraded Lux package. You also can't fault Volkswagen for the fit and finish. It's terrific in this car. Fantastic materials. Yeah, it's a little plasticky, but it feels like expensive plastic. Everything nice, lovely little chrome caps on the power windows. They look like they came right out of a Cayenne, by the way. All very nice, tight fit and finish. It's got these terrific body chassis strengtheners. You see that big chunk of aluminum coming out the bottom of the door that slides into the rocker panel thing there. And that's going to help keep the car nice and tight as you're going over bumps. They did a really good job engineering this to be a convertible. It really makes a difference when a car is engineered to be a convertible versus one they turned into a convertible. And this thing was engineered the whole way. So it also has keyless go. We can put our foot on the brake, senses the key in my pocket, fires right up. Let's run the top. Do that. Do we pull up? No, we push down. All right, so what's going to happen? No, we're pull up. Let's see, convertible top operation. Here it comes. There goes the trunk in reverse. Here comes the folding hardtop. I really should have put my seatbelt on so it isn't beeping at me during all this. Seals very nicely into place in the front. This is such a slick mechanism. Down goes the rear. And down comes that big top, which does act as a power sunroof. Now, if I keep my finger on the button, runs all four windows up. So let me open it up for a minute. Take a look at the size of this glass sunroof. I mean, that is just absolutely epic. So turn this off for a minute. Sometimes you get in a convertible with the top up and it feels claustrophobic. Not so in the Volkswagen Eos. It also looks really slick with the top up, so it's become a very nice and handsome, four-seat cabriolet with the panoramic top, if you will. Yeah, just a really handsome top on this car. You know what, the Mustang and they can keep their curves. This thing has a lovely Teutonic feel to it that's starting to appeal to me. All right, so let's say we don't want to go the whole distance with the roof. We can just use this guy in the middle here, I think. Yeah. And run the sunroof back. And now we have an absolutely giant power sunroof. So that is a very, very cool feature. You also get this little push-up windscreen. That's not going to come up unless the top's all the way down. But anyway, that'll pop up like the electric ones on a Mercedes, also to keep wind noise down. But pretty neat feature to build in a giant glass sunroof into a folding hardtop. Kudos to Volkswagen on that one. And the fact that it works is quite nice. Also has a big, shade that comes over and keeps the sun out. Let's get a little bit of AC going because it's hot as hell right now. Certainly humid as hell. Alright, so a very nicely laid out instrument cluster. You've got your tach on the left, you've got your fuel temp, you've got your miles per hour on the right, you've got of course, your fuel gauge. You got a little multi-function display in the middle where you can go through all the different settings and trip stuff. You see we have just 39,000 miles on the clock of this one. Very, very nice. You can preview, stick with navigation. Multi-function steering wheel with audio volume controls. This runs that guy over there. You got these somewhat complicated stalks with your cruise control and headlight stuff and your wipers over here. We've got automatic headlights, pull once to turn the fogs on. You got your dimmer control. See how close? Yeah, you see, I don't think it dims enough. That's all the way down and you can still really see it. So on a country road, that might be annoying. Over here, VW's in-dash infotainment system. Being the Lux version, this is upgraded. So you see we've got our satellite radio. We also have some navigation going. Nice stuff. You got your Bluetooth phone. Lovely. In-dash CD. Auxiliary input. Put it in reverse and we got our backup beeper sensors. To me, yeah, maybe a camera's better. These are fine for me. They work great. And everything nice there. Also the upgraded digital climate control. You've got left side, right side. You've got heated seats. You know, fairly intuitive gauges. You got a thermostat, automatic setting, fan setting. Very easy to navigate. Here is, again with the Lux, you get this lovely wood grain. You can see there's a little spot under here for, you know, what used to be an ashtray is now just a compartment. I think you get another great little compartment down here. So if you want to store a little mini 9mm, no problem right there. This is that Dsg transmission. It's absolutely fantastic double clutch transmission. You know, what it basically does is drives like a complete pro for you automatically where you don't have to do anything. Double clutches, going to the stoplights, keeps the revs up around corners. It's just a terrific, terrific transmission. And if you want to shift it manually, you just go into drive, go over, and you can bang your way through the gears manually. Very nice stuff. Also some simple cup holders, nice leather wrapped e-brake. Here you've got a USB input of sorts. I think we have a cable for that here. Some kind of iPod thing. So, you know, everything nicely laid out. Here's your top control, which you'll never find if you don't know it's there. And what else? More wood in the dash, more airbags everywhere, nice self-dimming mirror. You know, everything just absolutely lovely. Very nicely laid out, very Teutonic, and easy and intuitive to use. So let's go for a spin. So again, fantastic drivetrain in this car. Feel that boost. Straight away, that boost comes on. No turbo lag at all. Very nice tip in, very instant power, and really goes down the road sweet. Let me tell you, it's imperceptible shifting. I mean, it shifts in the literally the blink of an eye, maybe less. And man, you put some hammer down, it really holds the gears out as well. So I don't even think we're in a sports setting. It's a very nice, very agile feeling, very lovely steering, good brakes, good tires on this thing. It's an absolute joy to drive this car, and it really does have that going for it. So, you know, even if it isn't the most, you know, sexily styled vehicle out there, it's a blast to drive, and that's really the most important thing. At this pool guy. Sometimes you see those pool guy trucks, and the whole bottom of the bed is rusted out. I've always wondered why they don't make those in fiberglass or plastic or something. Seems like a real waste. That must be a pretty new one. Anyway, 2013 Volkswagen Eos Lux. Folding hardtop convertible, 2-liter turbo, Dsg transmission, silver over black leather, xenon light package. Of course, the Lux, you got your, you know, nav, your sat, and all the other goodies. So, real sweetheart of a car. Fun to drive, you know, very practical for a 4-seat convertible, and just a terrific piece all around. So, if you have an interest, give us a call, 239-649-7300. On the web at mercedesexpert.com. Thanks so much for having a look. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you with the next one. Take care.